Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining us. It's another episode of Catholic Cocktails, a video production of Salt and Light Catholic Radio. And this is the weekly show where we sit down and we have a drink with some of the more famous or infamous saints and blesseds in the Catholic faith. So it's all based on this little book right here, which we have grown to love over the last several years. It's called Drinking with the Saints by Michael P. Foley. And I would encourage you to get online and get yourself a copy.
Check it out, for sure.
It's a lot of fun to follow along. So what are we doing?
Alrighty. So, as you know, each week we sit down and we introduce the drink and the saint from the book from either that day or this week. And then we send it over to Teresa Zepeda, our resident saint expert. And then we'll send it back here. We'll have our trusty bartender, whoever that may be, make the drink. And then we talk a little bit about what Teresa described, and we enjoy the drink.
That's right. So this week we are talking about, it's another twin billing, double the pleasure, double the fun. It is Saints Cyril and Methodius. Now these are Greek brothers and they were sent out to be missionaries to the Slavic people. So the cocktail that we're making today is the lemon drop martini. Last week was the Gibson. Today we get to enjoy the lemon drop. And the reason is because with the Slavic people, a very popular drink is vodka. So this martini, more traditional, it's going to be made with vodka instead of gin like last week. So you're going to need vodka, obviously, triple sec, lemon juice, super fine sugar or simple syrup, and of course, a lemon.
Of course, right? That's what makes it the lemon drop. So as far as hardware goes, this one needs a little bit more than your usual cocktail. You'll need, of course, your shaker, your ice, and your cocktail glass. But you'll also need a saucer, some sugar on the saucer, and then a strainer.
All right. Well, now we know what we're making and how we're going to make it. So let's send it over to Teresa and learn more about Saints Cyril and Methodius.
Let's raise a glass to Saints Cyril and Methodius, apostles to the Slavs, co-patrons of Europe, along with Saint Benedict, and patrons of the unity between the Eastern and Western Church. Cyril and Methodius were born 826 and 827 in Thessalonica, in Macedonia, on the Greek peninsula. Cyril, who was the youngest, was baptized Constantine, and that was his name for almost the entirety of his life, except till the very end when he became a monk and it was changed to Cyril. Both Cyril and Methodius were accomplished in their own right. So it's not surprising that when Cyril was 35 years old, Emperor Michael III asked him to go on a religio-political mission to what is now roughly present-day Ukraine. Methodius accompanied him. About a year later, the Prince of Moravia, that's in Central Europe, asked that missionaries be sent that could speak the language of his people. And Cyril and Methodius were chosen for the job. They went to Moravia and they met with great success amongst the Slavic people, but great opposition amongst the German clergy. When Cyril and Methodius evangelized to the Slavs, they used the vernacular in their preaching and ministry. That is, in this case, the Slavonic language. They also developed the Cyrillic alphabet so as to translate the gospel and liturgical texts into the Slavonic language, which at that time had no alphabet. There was no written text. But the German clergy were very much in opposition to this. They thought that they should be preaching and performing their ministry in Latin, which was the official language of the Roman Rite. However, Cyril and Methodius continued, and they were making great strides in their evangelization. However, they were hampered by one fact: no bishop would ordain new priests for them. So they took the trek to Rome and met with Pope Adrian II. not only did Adrian give them permission to perform their ministry in the vernacular, that is, the Slavonic language in this regards, but he said, I'll solve that problem of you having no bishops. I will ordain you bishops. Sadly, Cyril died on February 14th in, let me get this right, 869. His dying wish to Methodius was to continue their missionary activity amongst the Slavs. Methodius, ordained a bishop, went back to Moravia. However, the opposition did not cease. Worn out by his years of apostolic labor and the continual opposition he received, he died on April 6, 884. Now, in the book, Drinking with the Saints, it says that nothing speaks to the Slavic soul like vodka. Being of Ukrainian descent, I can attest to the fact that vodka speaks to my soul too. So I am very much looking forward to having a lemon drop martini, which is a vodka-based drink, and perhaps not one, but maybe a second one on February 14th as well.
We are here at the Harp Irish Pub in Meridian, and we are getting ready to learn how to make a lemon drop martini. We have Garrett behind the bar today, and a few more ingredients than last week's episode. So walk us through, what are all the things that go into a delicious lemon drop?
Well, you start out with vodka. Kettle One is probably one of my top favorite vodkas. It's actually wheat vodka, not a potato vodka. Simple syrup, triple sec, which is an orange liqueur, and then fresh lemon juice. Then sugar for the rimmer.
All right. So Garrett's going to walk us through exactly how to make a lemon drop martini.
Alrighty, so this is the lemon drop martini. Start with your cocktail shaker, 2 ounces of your vodka, ½ ounce of simple syrup, ½ ounce of triple sec, or whatever orange liqueur you prefer to use, and then ½ ounce to 1 ounce of lemon juice, pour it all into the cocktail shaker. Give it a nice vigorous shake. And then we're going to take our glass, run a lemon around it. Nice lemon rim, and strain into the glass. And garnish with a lemon wedge or lemon wheel, and there you have a lemon drop martini.
All right. Well, it is time now for Last Call. It's the final part of the program where we kind of go over some things, whether it's what Teresa said or maybe there's something interesting in the book, and that is actually the case. If you turn to page 159 in Drinking with the Saints, what does Mr. Foley have to talk about today?
So there's not a lot known about these saints because they're, like from long time ago,
Right.
and we don't always have all the information that we need. So I thought I would bring up a little last call section that's in the book on, as Brian said, page 159. So the greeting in the Byzantine Rite, so the Byzantine Rite of the Catholic Church, during this time was Slava Isus Christo, all right, which the response is Slava Nakviki. I'm butchering that. We all know that. But anyway, so
For those of you who speak Slavic, our
please
apologies.
Send us comment.
Yeah.
Comment below.
Comment below how we're supposed to say that.
So if you can't fake the church, the Slavic, you can use the English, which is "Glory be to Jesus Christ, glory forever." So
right.
that's in the Byzantine Rite. That's how they greet each other. So,
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that was kind of fun.
And again, that's one of the reasons we would encourage you to get the book, because there's wonderful facts and stories about the saints, but there's these interesting little tidbits, different cheers and salutes and things like that you can, when you're having your little party, that you can share with your guests and impress everybody with your knowledge.
Impress your friends. Yeah, Mr. Foley did his homework on this book for sure.
Yes, he did.
So yeah, let's try it.
All right.
I haven't got to try this one before.
So I will drink from this side.
Okay, sounds good.
That is delicious.
I was gonna say it looks delicious. Oh yeah.
That's lemonade.
That is dessert. That is dessert.
Oh,
I don't care
wow.
what anyone says.
Lemon Drop Martini, highly recommended.
10 out of 10.
And maybe you can come down here to the Harp and have Garrett make you one, because he did a fine job on this particular one. Snaps on the bar.
Snaps for Garrett.
All right. Well, that wraps up this episode of Catholic Cocktails. Again, a video production of Salt and Light Catholic Radio. Join us back here next week at this time, and we'll have another saint and another drink to share with you.
Absolutely.
So until then, Saint Cyril and Methodius, pray for us. Cheers,
everybody.